The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Church-going slaves of the 17th and 18th centuries would repeat in call and response fashion the hymns and psalms sung by the worship leader. It was music that brought inspiration and hope in trying times. Today, most, if not all, famous black singers like Whitney Houston, Fantasia, Yolanda Adams, Ray Charles, among others, can testify that their voices grew out of gospel music. On this special episode of Perspectives, we celebrate National Black Music Month. Get ready, get tuned, and get your hearts ready to be inspired by some special guests from the McDonald Gospel Fest. That's all coming up next on Perspectives with yours truly, Darren Jaime.
What's on your mind?
Let 'em know.
What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
Let 'em know. Anything relevant to life, you bring it to the table. Whether you make a move solo or a movement with a stable. No fables, you speak on your decisions. Cause in the long run, it's your voice, your views, your vision. Keeping it real with many messages for you to know. This ain't radio, but DJ runs the show. Entertainment, he rocks it. Politics, he locks it. The host with the most would handle any topic. Don't forget to share your perspective which shines a light. Cause it might make a difference in someone else's life.
Make a difference.
What's your perspective?
Express what's in your heart and your mind. Share your perspective.
What's your perspective? Let 'em know.
And hello, everyone. Welcome to Perspectives. Our guest tonight is responsible for forging the McDonald's Gospel Fest into a Broadway-style show, tracing the history of gospel music from Africa to the present day, incorporating competitors and gospel stars and choirs, and most importantly, extending the fest not just to African Americans, but to people of all walks of life. Emmy Award-winning producer and director, Mr. Curtis Farrow is here, and we welcome you. Thank you for joining us here. Good to have you here, man.
It's good to be here.
Good.
How are you, Darren?
I'm doing good, man.
Yes,
Hanging
you
in there.
are.
I'm trying.
Yes, you are.
Trying. Talk to us about this. So you've been doing this for a few years.
Oh, my
Quite
God.
a few.
Quite a few years, but it is here. It is time. The McDonald's Gospel Fest 2011. Our theme this year is the Mighty Men of Valor, and we have the most biggest, largest, wonderful show this year that we're going to have a celebratory time at the Prudential Center in Newark. Can't wait.
Right. We know the garden is going through a set of renovations,
Yes,
so
yes.
you'll be out at Prudential.
We'll be at the Prudential Center, which all of the concerts are this year.
Right.
And so it's going to be it's a sensational venue. It's brand new. It's gorgeous. It's comfortable. There's going to be 18,000 loving gospel folks in the Prudential, and we're going to celebrate God and have a great time.
Talk to us about how you're able. You talk about 18,000 people. I mean, I remember years ago when things first got started, not the same amount of numbers.
No, not at all.
But
Not at all.
Yet it's still able to grow consistently year through
Well,
year.
you know, gospel music itself, just like as you were saying in your intro, you know, gospel music itself is about the good news. And I say to people all the time, yes, the slaves were singing these songs, but they had good news in their heart because they knew that God was going to find a way for them to be free. And so if you listen to the music, it's so spiritual, you know, and it's so at the core. And so it's all about the good news. And so that day, the 18th, it's all about good news. So anybody out there who's looking for good news, they want to be there with us.
Share
at
with us
the
what we're going to
Prudential.
catch on the 18th.
On the 18th, we have wonderful, wonderful lineup. We have Donnie McClurkin, Pastor Donnie McClurkin, whose voice is a freak of nature. I tell everybody he can sing. We have Hezekiah Walker, Bishop Hezekiah Walker now. I call him the super bishop because I think he's the bishop of bishops,
Right.
you know. Then we also have Bobby Jones Gospel, Bobby Jones from BET. So he's bringing his own brand of gospel music from Nashville, so that's going to be a sensational time. We have Vicki Winans, who's the hardest working woman in show business. Then we have Kurt Franklin, and his new album is sensational. So Kurt Franklin is going to take over. And backed by popular demand, we're going to have an inspirational word by Bishop T.D. Jakes. And we also have James Fortune and Fire, Sissy Houston, and it keeps going and going and going. Plus the best choirs across the country. We have choirs coming from North Carolina, from Jacksonville, Florida. They're coming from everywhere, including the best singers here in the tri-state area.
Arguably.
The Bronx as well.
The Bronx as well.
Yes.
Arguably, you've got probably some of the top 5 gospel artists
Absolutely.
of all time. Actually,
Absolutely.
I mean, not to
Absolutely.
discredit any of them. How are we able to pull all of these people and get them all in the same room on the same day and still be able to do this?
Prayer. And more prayer.
Okay.
You know, I tell everyone, you know what's funny? This is a ministry for me. You know, yes, it is work, it's a job, but it is a ministry. And in everything that we do, we get on our knees and we talk to God about it. I have a great team of folks at Irving Street, and we think about God first, and we call it God's place. It's God's company. And so we really think that he determines what it's going to be. The year we had Aretha Franklin, we brought Aretha Franklin back to gospel music, and people were saying, how did you get Aretha? You know what? We just prayed. I called her on the phone and she said, sure, I want to do it. You know, so it's the same thing. You know, Bishop Jakes couldn't wait to do it again this year. You know, and the same thing with Kirk Franklin. He couldn't be more excited. So you're right. We have the biggest in gospel, but it was God who brought them all together. Not me, not man.
So we'll see those artists,
Yes.
and then we'll also see local talent as well.
You will see the best local talent in not only the tri-state, but in the country. And there's going to be praise dancers, poetry, solo singers, choirs, steppers. I mean, it's every genre of artistic form within gospel music you will see that day, from miming, from a Marcel Marceau miming to a classical ballet praise dancer.
And all of this is incorporated into gospel music. I think when
Yes.
gospel first got started, we're just used to that one voice.
That one voice. We were used to that call and response.
There it is.
One voice. And we have grown. And I have to tell you that not everyone has grown, but we have grown. And when I first came in 13 years ago, that was one of the things that I said to McDonald's and to the committee that I was working with was, you know, you guys haven't been to church in a long time, because there are a lot of things going on in the church now. It's not just about choirs anymore. You know, I mean, every church has got a praise dance team now.
Right.
Every church has got a praise and worship team. You know what I mean? So many, many, many other things that are happening. And I think in order for us to keep the youth and to keep the youth involved, we had to spread our horizons even within gospel music. And I think we have. And I think that as long as we are praising God, we're good. We're in good standing.
That's right.
On solid ground.
On good ground.
Good ground.
Share with us what has been the response of people down through the years, because obviously it's been a long journey.
It's been a long journey, but the response is great. The thing is that at its root, McDonald's did this as a give back to the black community. But what happened is that gospel music, as you know, it's just as popular in Japan, in Germany, in France. Last year we had a French choir from France, from French Canadian choir that came down. So gospel music has grown across the world. So really what this program is now is that it's not just a give back, but it's an opportunity for those who every Sunday they're in front of their church using their art. So the pop stars can go to Madison Square Garden, can go to Radio City, they can go to all these major venues, but not that often can the gospel artists. So this gives an opportunity to be in an A-class venue, an 18,000-seat venue, and to still praise the Lord and do your art form. It is a sensational give back that McDonald's does to the community.
I want to tell you, you'll find out more about it. We'll tell you to contact the McDonald's Gospel Fest hotline at 877-771-7772. Once again, 877-771-7772.
7772.
Yeah, you know.
All sevens and a one, all sevens and a two.
He says it better than I can. All right, let's do this. Take a quick break. Coming back, we're going to take a look at some local talent that's going to be here performing at McDonald's Gospel Fest. Be right here on set with us when we return. Stay with us. We're coming right back right after this.
These things we count on every day started as ideas. Ideas from the minds of African Americans. Support minority education today so we don't miss out on the next big idea tomorrow. The United Negro College Fund. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education. So every year, I take promising high schoolers on a college tour to show them that higher education means a brighter future.
My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Find out how you can live United for Education. Give, advocate, volunteer. Go go to liveunited.org.
Do you wear this?
McDonald's Gospel Fest 2011 presents a Father's Day Spectacular, The Mighty Men of Valor, starring superstar Kirk Franklin, Donnie McClurkin, Bishop Hezekiah Walker, James Fortune and Faya, Bobby Jones, and backed by popular demand, Bishop T.D. Jakes, plus other special guests, Saturday, June 18th at the Prudential Center. Get your tickets now. Call Ticketmaster at 1-800-745-3000. Produced and directed by A. Curtis Farrow.
So here are the keys. Congratulations, it's officially yours. I'm sure you'll have many happy years here. Except for you, because you'll be gone 3 years from now, struck down by the same disease that got your father. So you won't be around for them. And sadly, it could have been detected early with a simple test, but you didn't have it. Okay, who wants to check out the backyard?
For a list of tests every man should have, go to ahrq.gov.
How you doing? I just want a regular, no sugar today.
You got it.
Thanks. Hello.
Hi.
Did you eat that whole thing today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
She's getting big, huh?
Good. Yeah, she is big. Great haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks cute. Come on, let's go. Nice to see you. Thanks a lot.
If only child abuse were this easy to recognize. If you even suspect abuse, call 1-800-4-A-CHILD. All calls are anonymous and confidential. Trust your instincts.
And welcome back to Perspectives. As we said, McDonald's Gospel Fest will be taking place at the Prudential Center. And joining us now on set is Nia Imani Soyemi. She's from the Bronx, and she's also a performer at the McDonald's Gospel Fest. Nia will be performing I Just Can't Give Up Now, and she's accompanied by James Williams.
I know it didn't bring me out here to leave me lonely, even when I can't see clearly. I know that you are with me, so I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. Oh, he's brought me this far to leave me. I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. Over my head, I hear music in the air. Over my head, I hear music in the air. Over my head, I hear music in the air. There must be a God somewhere. Over my head, I hear singing in the air. Yes, over my head, I hear singing in the air. Over my head, I hear singing in the air.
And there you heard the sounds of Monica Soyembi. You'll hear her also at McDonald's Gospel Fest. I want you to stay with us because we'll come back with another very special performance when we return right here on Perspectives right after this.
Be free. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad.
Charles!
Nice, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
It's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritis pain.
McDonald's Gospel Fest 2011 presents a Father's Day Spectacular, The Mighty Men of Valor, starring superstar Kirk Franklin, Donnie McClurkin, Bishop Hezekiah Walker, James Fortune and Faya, Bobby Jones, and backed by popular demand, Bishop T.D. Jakes, plus other special guests. Saturday, June 18th at the Prudential Center. Get your tickets now. Call Ticketmaster at 1-800-745-3000. Produced and directed by A. Curtis Farrow.
I remember how much you said you liked wine. Oh.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Megan, you're a tramp. Ryan Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? That zit is huge. Zit face.
And welcome back to Perspectives. Darren Jaime here with you as we are telling you McDonald's Gospel Fest right around the corner. June 18th taking place at the Prudential Center, and we will have a great representation right here from the borough of the Bronx as we heard Nia, and we also were able to hear Monica. And now we're going to introduce you to a young lady from the South Bronx who will also be performing. She'll be performing as in the teen soloist, let me say it again, teen soloist category. Her name is Alicia Burns, and she's from the South Bronx. And so we want to welcome Alicia Burns, as she will now lead us in her solo.
It's the light, yeah, it's the light. No matter what you're going through, remember God is using you. No matter what you're going through, remember God is using you. No matter what you're going through, remember God is using you. The battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. For the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's.
And there you heard Alicia Burns, and she'll be participating in the McDonald's Gospel Fest, once again taking place June 18th at the Prudential Center. And so we want you to check her out, Alicia, Nia, and then we've also got Monica, who will be out there. I want you to make sure that you support the Bronx. They'll be out there June 18th, McDonald's Gospel Fest, www.ticketmaster.com, or McDonald's Gospel Fest hotline at 877-771-7772. Once again, that number, 877-771-7772. Also, a special shout out to James Williams, who we have accompanying all three of them on the keyboard. Remember, you can check them out at McDonald's Gospel Fest. And also remember, you can check us out here on Perspectives every week, coming to you on BronxNet's Channel 67. That about wraps it up for this edition of Perspectives. We want you to keep your heart, your mind, and your spirit lifted. And we're going to leave with little sounds from McDonald's Gospel Fest. And we encourage you, stay safe. Share your perspective with somebody else, because it just might make a difference in their life. Take care.
McDonald's Gospel Fest 2011 presents a Father's Day spectacular, The Mighty Men of Valor, starring superstar Kirk Franklin, Donnie McClurkin, Bishop Hezekiah Walker, James Fortune and Faya, Bobby Jones, and backed by popular demand, Bishop T.D. Jakes, plus other special guests. Saturday, June 18th at the Prudential Center. Get your tickets now. Call Ticketmaster at 1-800-745-3000. Produced and directed by A. Curtis Farrow.
Dude, I did the most shocking thing today. It was just something I never thought I'd do.
Did your parents find out?
My mom cried.
What'd you do?